Hey guys, Cody here with Import Image Racing. Welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at another brand new Noble product. You did probably see the wide angle mirrors that we put on the BRZ a little while back, but now we have another version of them that have the turn signal incorporated. It's gonna be a little bit more tricky of an install, but we're gonna walk you through how to do that. So I'm gonna have Derek here today helping me do this so we can film it. Let's just jump right into it. So if you guys remember seeing these wide angle mirrors in our previous videos, original version did not have this right here. And so what this is actually hidden underneath the glass. There is LED arrow that's going to light up with your turn signal. So to start this install off, we'll start on the outside of the car. You're going to have your mirror cover here. We're going to actually pop this bottom cover off. Once you have that bottom section off, you're going to get better access to your top portion of the cover. Check out that nice brand new Noble carbon fiber mirror cover. Looks great. Now we're going to remove the glass from the mirror cover. You're just going to want to kind of get your hand back in there as best as you can. Try and apply even pressure as you pull out on it. If you have a mirror that has the defrosters, it's going to be right here, and it'll just be a wire that you'll plug in or you'll unplug. It's going to plug in from the back side there where Derek's got his finger. So to prep this new mirror for install, we're going to plug in our wire harness. So you're going to have to do this before you put the new glass in. So you can see the connectors there. They're just going to plug into each other. White stripe with the white stripe, and then the solid black with the solid black. So now you'll take your wires, route them through the back side of the mirror, and then you can put your glass in. So we are routing those wires up and around the motor there, and then clipping the glass into place. Now you'll have all this extra wire coming out of the back of the mirror, and we are going to actually run this down into the door. So you'll see this hole here on the mirror, and we're going to run that down through there. So now we'll remove the mirror cover from the door. It's going to be 3 10mm bolts you can see right here. So now you'll remove this red tape actually from the factory harness coming up. You'll take your wires, feed them through the bottom hole, and you'll tape them back fast to the factory harness. Then you can run your wires down into your door frame. So now we're just gonna clip the mirror back into place, put our 3 10mm bolts back in and tighten those down. We will reinstall the top cover and then the bottom cover. We're actually gonna pop off this door panel. The first screw you're gonna need to access is behind this handle here. There's actually a little cover back there, a little plastic cover you can pry out. That'll just pop right out, and you'll see that Phillips head screw right back in there behind the handle. And then there's one more actually on the handle of the door. Just pop that out, and there's 2 Phillips head screws in there as well. So it's best to try and go around the outside edge and find a good place to grab and pull on the panel. Get a little bit of leverage and you can start popping it off. And then once you have all the clips undone around the outside edge, you'll kind of lift up on the panel a little bit and secure it, pull it away from the door. You can unplug that bottom connection there, and you can just quickly pop out those cables. So now we are going to pull back on this weather seal. Pull as much as we need. We're not going to go crazy with it. So now we're going to reach up in there and try and find our wires that we fed down through. We are going to have to feed that wire through the harness that goes from the door into the body of the vehicle. So to get a better view of everything, we're going to start by removing this bottom panel here, your side sill kick panel, and going up into the side kick panel under the dash, and those are all just held in with pop clips and should pop out relatively easy. Now if you want to get a little bit of extra room, you can actually loosen up the bolt here on the hinge, and that'll allow you some extra room to get back to the harness and have a little more room to work. So you don't want to well, you could back the bolt out the whole way. We're just going to loosen it up, and you'll see here that this will allow the door to open up just a little bit further. So a little unorthodox here. You're using a drill bit to poke a small hole through the factory grommet here so that we can feed the wire down through. It's going to be difficult to show you. The factory harness goes through this rubber hose that'll connect in between the door and the body of the car, and we're just poking a small hole in that. We're going to poke a hole through the bottom part of the harness, And then our wires are gonna come out of the boot there and run down and come back into the boot. And that way we'll still retain our factory weather sealing and everything. So might be a little hard to see here, but you can see the tip of Derek's finger there where he poked the hole in the rubber boot. And that's where we're gonna fish these wires through. So we're gonna stick those wires right through that little hole that he made with the drill bit. If you wanted to, you could pop the grommet out to give you a little bit more room to work with, but you'll have to work on it on the outside of the door here. But you can see the wire's been fed through that hole and now it's coming out of the grommet. So now we are going to remove this bottom grommet. Probably gonna have to do this for install just because you're gonna be trying to fish that wire in and it might go down and get stuck in between the frame. So we unplugged that yellow connector, we unplugged these two connectors here, and now we're gonna actually remove this green plastic ring. So once you have that green piece off the inside, you can actually just pop the outer grommet out using a pry tool or a flathead to just kind of push that out. It'll unclip, and now you have access to the entire thing where you can pull this out and poke your hole right through the center there. Now you're gonna kind of take your hand back through there and feed it through the body of the car, but the nice thing is now you can grab from that hole that we put in there by removing that green plastic panel. Then you can pull all your connectors back in and you can plug your grommet back in. You'll hear it snap in place. You can reattach your green plastic cover there, run all the wires back through that and just snap it back into place. Plug all your connectors back in and then we can finish running our wire. So once you have your wires successfully ran through the grommet and into the body of the vehicle, you can start to reassemble the outside of the door. So we can go ahead and just put our weather seal back on, plug back in your window switches, and then we will reinstall our cables for the door handle. And then pop our covers back into place. So in your kit, you will see that you're gonna get this wire extension. That is going to be for this passenger side to run from this door all the way across to the driver's side. And so we are gonna have to attach that. And so what we're gonna do is basically splice the two wires coming out of the harness of the door, and we are going to add these butt connectors to this harness to extend it. So Derek is here just stripping the wires out so that we can connect this to the extension harness. So now with these butt connectors, you're gonna want to do one side at a time. So we're gonna put the harness coming from the mirror into the one side. We're gonna crimp it down, and then we will grab the other side and do the same thing. We're gonna just slide that in there and crimp down on that as well. And just repeat for the second wire. So if you have a lighter, you can use a lighter. If you have a heat gun, you can use a heat gun, whatever you got available. And whatever works best, you can use that to heat shrink these connectors onto the wire. So as you guys can see, we did do a little test run running some red wire through here just to see that we could make sure that we can get this the whole way across. You're gonna see a little bit of light coming through there. You can actually run the wire underneath the dash. It's a straight shot through to the other side. As you can see, daylight over there. Derek's tying them here to the red wire that we fed through, and he's gonna, then we can pull them through using the wire that we already have ran. So if I pull on this red wire that we have already ran, I should be able to pull the new harness through, and there we go. So I've pulled them nice and tight. You can see the wire is coming out the door. We'll trim off any excess that we need to. Now that we have our wire ran, we are just gonna snap these plastic covers back into place so we can be finished up on this side. We'll close up the door and it'll be like we are never here. If you're wondering, our seat has been out for a long time. You do not need to remove your seat for the install, but it helped that we didn't have the seat in here so that we could get better angle and everything for you guys. So unfortunately, guys, it is time to do the other side. Now you're gonna do the exact same process over again, except you're not gonna need the extension harness because the wires will be long enough to reach where you gotta go. So you're gonna do the mirror, you're gonna pull the door panel off, you're gonna run your wires down through, follow the exact same procedure as the other side, and then you'll reassemble everything. And once you have all 4 of your wires down here in one place, you can lay upside down on your seat like Derek is here. Make it nice and easy to see everything. So once you are underneath the dash on the driver's side, we're gonna be looking for this connector right up top here. Now it's going to be a plain gray connector. There's nothing plugged into it. So you'll see there are those two blue taps. We already have those plugged in from the driver's side. The yellow wires are going to be for your right turn signal. So what you're going to want to do is put one of the blue wire taps on, and you can see the wire taps down here. They're very simple. All you want to do is put your wire through there, clamp it down together, and then you will actually clamp one of these connectors onto your wire, and then you will plug that into the blue connector. The yellow will be your right turn signal, and the blue will be the left. Now you can pick any one of the wires. There's multiple yellows and multiple blues. As long as it's the right color, you'll be okay. So then you'll see there that the black wire is the ground. So we have the blue wire we have our left turn signal connected to the blue wire, and then you can see that we also have it connected to the black ground. Now we're going to connect the passenger side, which is going to be to the yellow wire and to the ground. So the one with the white stripe is the one that's going to go to your colored wire. So you can see here, Derek is stripping out both of these wires to prep them for the install. So again, hopefully you guys can see that we have all those connectors in there now. It's just a tricky spot to get into is really the only, challenge here. Well guys, that's going to be it for today's install. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. I will leave a link in the description to get a set of those mirrors for yourself if you're interested. And once those carbon fiber parts are available, and maybe you saw those taillights in the video, we will let you guys know when those are available as well. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.